If you call yourself an NBA fan, you know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The 6'5" phenom currently plays for the Oklahoma City Thunder and is averaging 19.3 points per game, 6.2 rebounds, and 3.3 assists. Shai was drafted by the Los Angeles Clippers in 2018 and was traded to the Thunder with Danilo Gallinari for Paul George. He may not be getting the TV exposure as guys like Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, or Zion, but don't get me wrong, this man can play. Let's take a look at why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be the MVP by 2023. Welcome to Hoop Nation, where we cover everything NBA, and we need your help growing this small channel. If you enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get 20 likes and up to 50 total subscribers for this video. Number 1. Size and length. Playing as a 6'6" off guard with a wingspan of a 7-footer, SGA has the physical tools to become the next superstar in OKC after Russell Westbrook and Paul George went for greener pastures. With his towering presence in the backcourt, SGA can easily locate his teammates for an easy bucket with defenders around him as he drives in the lane. He can also utilize his height advantage by abusing smaller guards in post-up situations. On the defensive end, his elongated arms can deflect passes with such ease, making the passing lane his permanent residence. Despite being caught in screens, he can have enough time to bother and alter shots thanks to his gazelle-like leg strides. On both ends of the floor, SGA's screaming potential to become a two-way terror is something worthy of attention. Number 2. The Sly Shai. Offensively, Shai isn't that athletically gifted compared to his peers. He's not as explosive as Russell Westbrook, nor finishes around the rim like Kyrie, but he knows how to put the ball in the basket on his terms. SGA uses his slender frame and wide body to protect the ball from the defensive hound dogs. He knows how to pick his spots around the court by being crafty and patient, especially off pick and rolls. Shai also loves to dribble the ball very low, and he can slither between the gaps of the defense due to his lankiness. When it comes to his lack of speed, SGA compensates this aspect by being shifty when changing pace. His elusive nature makes him a tough cover for opposing guards. For comparison's sake, his offensive repertoire has some shades of the old D. Wade. Shai works his way around the rim by playing through angles, checking up soft floaters and awkward and off-balance short stabs. It may not be pretty, but it sure looks effective. The methodical approach of SGA in his offensive game clearly shows that his basketball maturity is fast evolving in just his sophomore season in the league. To put that into a numbers perspective, Shai is currently averaging 19.4 points per game while shooting 50% from the field. Although there are some areas of his game that need to be improved, the seeds of greatness are already implanted in the young Shai. Given that he's only 21 years old, SGA will surely be a force to be reckoned with in the upcoming seasons of his promising NBA career. Number 3. Leadership potential. During his rookie year with the Clippers, SGA played 73 out of 82 regular season games, while logging in 26.5 minutes per game as one of their starting guards. This clearly shows that Doc Rivers saw something in the young kid out of Kentucky. Unfortunately, the supposedly long-lasting partnership between the coach and the protege didn't materialize as Shai got shipped for Paul George. With Russ and PG both out of the equation, OKC was headed toward a full rebuild mode. But in a weird stroke of luck, the ragtag lineup of the injury-prone Chris Paul, sturdy bruiser Steven Adams, and the outcast duo of Danilo Gallinari and SGA continues to shock the league as they're currently jockeying for a solid spot in the playoffs with a 36-22 win-loss record. Upon his arrival in OKC, Shai amused a co-leadership role in the backcourt, along with the savvy veteran point guard Chris Paul. We know that CP3 is one of the best floor generals to ever grace the hard court. When the 8-time All-Star was asked about his relationship being a mentor to the young Shai, Paul stated that, "And I'm constantly telling Shai all the time that I had to go out there and try and guard. I had to go out there and try to guard AI. I had to try and guard Gil. It's 'cause it's all right to get your ass busted on a given night. You're learning. That's what I'm always on Shai about. You know, on this given night, you guard such and such, but at the same time, guess what? I don't think he can guard you." Aside from being a passing savant, CP3 is also known as a tough defender who never backs down from anyone. Shai can further improve his defensive mentality by taking down notes from the veteran point guard. In addition to his developing point guard capabilities, Shai's on-court decision-making will surely flourish in no time under CP3's tutelage. Number 4. Golden opportunity. With the departure of one-time MVP Russell Westbrook, and as Chris Paul enters the twilight years of his championship-less career, the Thunder has now set their sights at CGA to carry the torch as they thrust into the bleak future. The fortuitous trade turned out to be the rolling of the red carpet for Shai as he ascends to the big stage where he can take an alpha role while unleashing his true potential unabatedly. When he was asked in an interview regarding replacing Westbrook as OKC's next star, Shai said that, "I am not Russell Westbrook. I do not have the same name, same body type, stuff like that. So I'm just going to try to be myself and be the best me, and everything else will take care of itself." Shai does not want to be identified with the former MVP and clearly wants to establish a name for himself. A bold statement coming from the blossoming star. Sam Presti, the current general manager of the Thunder's front office, also expressed excitement upon the acquisition of SGA. "We think Shai has a tremendously bright future in the league, and we're really proud to have as a Thunder player, and excited about the growth potential that he has in his game. I think he's not really even scratching the surface. I think he's got tremendous makeup, and that's big. I think that's going to be a big accelerator for ultimately how good a player he becomes, and I think he has that. He's got great size and great length, and he's a sponge." Presti is known to have a keen eye for building talent. As the Sonics relocated to Oklahoma, he was able to draft Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. Under Presti's watch, OKC's three-headed snake terrorized the league with their unmatched athleticism, spearheaded by KD and Westbrook, while Harden provided additional scoring power off the bench. The lethal trio eventually went their separate ways, and each of them won the MVP award on different occasions. If this trend keeps going, Shai is definitely on the right track to becoming a future MVP playing for OKC or elsewhere. Number 5. Complete package. SGA is like the ultimate Swiss Army knife. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. Shai isn't blessed with tremendous hops nor gifted with a perfect shooting stroke, but at the end of the day, he always gets the job done. He operates inside the court like a smooth-sailing boat. If you're trying to cut him off in the lane, he'll always have a counter move in his back pocket, whether it is a spin move or an in-and-out dribble. Double team? He's too smart for that, and he can find the open man because he's too damn tall. And just so you know, he shoots at a decent 35% from deep, so sagging him off is not really a good idea. His game can be compared to the proverbial well-oiled machine that keeps running non-stop at an extremely efficient pace. At just 21 years of age, the future of the young Canadian looks bright in the NBA. With his all-around skill set, there's no doubt that SGA will become the face of the league sooner rather than later. And who knows, he might even hoist an MVP trophy one day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below that you subscribed so you can be entered in our monthly shout-out giveaway. And until next time, I'll see you on the court.